Hi, I'm Mark Scott, Assistant Chief of Fisheries with the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources. I'm going to read over a few of the regulations for warm water fisheries, regulations which will go into effect 2022 if passed by the commissioners. The first regulation proposal is the Division of Natural Resources proposes to establish a 20-inch to 30-inch protected slot limit for walleye with an 8-fish daily creel limit, of which only one fish may be over 30 inches on Cheat Lake and the entire length of Cheat River. The Cheat Lake currently exhibits an excellent natural reproduction and excellent growth, and this regulation will protect those fast-growing mature females and allow them to naturally reproduce in the stream without being harvested by anglers. And then once they get over 30 inches, anglers can harvest one in their daily limit over that size. This alert regulation allows harvest for fish under 20 inches up to the daily limit of 8 fish. So that's primarily males below 20 inches. So this regulation ideally protects the females and allows the population to continue to grow and reproduce naturally without us having to stock more and more. Number 2, the Division of Natural Resources proposes to establish a 4-fish daily creel limit, 8-fish possession limit, of which only one fish may be 35 inches or longer, for flathead catfish for the entire length of the Monongahela River. The flathead catfish in the Mon River grow very slowly, but they live a long time, some up to 40 years of age. So looking at these characteristics, the fishery is vulnerable to slight increases in harvest for these big fish. It takes a long time for a fish to get that big. So this proposed regulation will limit the harvest of those large fish and allow them to grow bigger and older and reach those ages before being harvested. And this is basically a match to the regulation we currently have for flathead catfish on the Ohio and Kanawha rivers, the other 2 navigable rivers. Number 3, the Division of Natural Resources proposes to establish a 10-fish daily creel limit, of which only 5 fish may be 8 inches or longer for bluegill and all other sunfish species. Example would be pumpkin sea, green sunfish, hybrid sunfish, etc. in aggregate on Mason Lake, Monongalia County, and Teeter Creek Lake in Barber County. The bluegill in these 2 lakes exhibit fast growth and have the potential to reach large trophy sizes. But what our studies have found is that few fish are reaching 8 inches due to angler harvest. Typically when these fish are spawning on beds, they're very vulnerable to angling. And those big males are the ones guarding the nest, and the big females are coming in to lay their eggs. So this will allow some of those larger fish to make it through the season and continue to grow, and should produce some trophy sunfish for the anglers to catch in the next few years. Number 4, the Division of Natural Resources proposes to remove the 15-inch minimum length limit for walleye on Taggart Lake and Taggart River from Valley Falls upstream to Taggart Lake Dam. The Taggart Lake walleye reproduce very, very well, but they have slow growth. So what we're finding is a lot of fish are moving through the dam into the Taggart River, and they're very small, under 15 inches. We currently have a 15-inch size limit, and very few people are able to keep any walleye because they're mostly under that size limit. So instead of hindering the growth by keeping this limit on, we want to remove it and allow some harvest of those smaller fish. So hopefully it'll thin the population down a little bit and allow for the ones left to grow faster and to a bigger size where it'll be more beneficial for folks to catch and harvest. Number 8, the Division of Natural Resources proposes to place the section of the Kanawha River from the Buffalo Bridge upstream to the Winfield Lock and Dam under the regulation of a 6-fish daily creel limit in aggregate for walleye, sauger, and saugeye. Only 2 of the 6 fish can be walleye, and the walleye must be 18 inches or longer. This segment of river was left out of previous regulations, so it's kind of forgotten section, sort of a loophole that we've missed. So we want to add that to the current regulation that's in place on the Ohio River, so we'll match up to any anglers coming in from upstream from the Ohio River. We want to thank you guys for listening to this proposals, and we would greatly appreciate if you would fill out the forms and get the information back to us. We use this, and we need the public's input to see what you want and try to manage fisheries so that we meet those expectations of our anglers. Thank you very much.